Roblox Fish has so many different rods. Some are obtained with credits, others by reaching certain levels. There's even developer and YouTuber exclusive rods. But the least common ones are those obtained by crafting. These include a few well-known ones, like the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, the Rod of the Eternal King, and the Voyager Rod, which are some of the most underrated rods in the game. So in this video, I'm going to be trying to obtain every single craftable rod in the game, all on a brand new account. And also, I must do it all in 48 hours. This is going to be no simple task. Crafting requires a lot of rare materials, as well as very high level requirements, and not to mention, unlocking access to the crafting room itself is also very hard. So to complete this task, I'm literally going to have to get level 750 from scratch in under 48 hours. And if I can't, I'll have to delete all my progress and give this account away. Will I be able to get every craftable rod, or will I have to delete everything? Keep watching to find out. Alright guys, we're here on the sign up page, and our username for this video is going to be rodcrafter208. I know, right? The best username. And as soon as we actually get into the game, I will be starting up the timer. Alright, so we just loaded in, and I'm going to put the timer over here on screen, and as you can see, it is 2 days, otherwise known as 48 hours. So let's just press play on the timer, and boom, we have just started the challenge. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is to accept both of the quests from Pierre and the one from Phineas. But before I complete their tasks, I'm just going to put in some codes here, so hopefully these ones will work. And just like that, we've got ourselves 10,000 credits without even fishing once, which is honestly insane. Now, all we got to do is just purchase the carbon rod, which is the best starter rod in the game, if you guys didn't actually know. Now that we've equipped that, let's just go and complete the tasks that we accepted earlier. Alright, cool. 1,200. And since I don't want to spend any money on a boat, I'm just going to have to jump across the ocean all the way to Forsaken Shores, which is basically the best place for beginner grinding. Wait, these guys just took me on their boat, so that kind of saves a little bit of time. So W them, I guess. Anyways, I'm just going to head over to the Forsaken Shores pond and do a little bit of grinding there, because the next step I'm actually going to take is to go and get the Arctic Rod, I believe it is called, and that is located at the bottom of the Northern Expedition. Alright guys, I think that's a pretty decent amount of stuff. Now that I'm actually here, I can see in the distance there is a depths portal. There's actually another one over there too. But I'm actually going to go in there and try and do some fishing inside of the depths, because it is actually surprisingly a really good place for grinding money. No way they patched the glitch. That's cringe. /e pumpkin. I wonder if I can quickly... Dang it. No way they patched it. And I only got 2,800. That is kind of disappointing. I do actually need another 13,000 to be able to reach 25k. So I guess I'm probably just going to have to buy the rowboat, because otherwise it's going to be an actual pain to move anywhere. Of course, we do have to spawn it in. This location is not working. We got to head back to Forsaken. That was a huge mistake leaving that place, because literally Forsaken is by far the best place for new players. So I'm just going to head back there now. And as you guys can see, we just caught our first mythical fish, which is the Captain's Goldfish. So that's actually a huge W. This thing is probably going to sell for a decent amount and will help us get to our goal of the Arctic Rod pretty fast. Alright guys, so I just got done fishing at Forsaken Shores, and you're probably wondering why I am now at Roselet Bay, and the reason is because the Forsaken Shores NPC sometimes gives you lowball prices, apparently, because it has like an eye patch or something. I don't know, but I just want to make sure that I do get the maximum amount of money. Now let's sell our inventory and see, hopefully. Okay, 400 more. Okay, I'm not complaining. That's actually not too bad. Okay, whatever, that's fine. I can do the last bit of fishing over here. just for that remaining 400 to go and buy the Arctic rod. Alright, let's just sell everything we've got here and hopefully it's enough. Alright, bet. That's exactly perfect. Alright, so we just arrived here at the Northern Expedition. And somewhere around here should be the rod that we're trying to find. I believe that is it over here. For 25,000. These are the stats. It is insanely good for the price and how easy it is to actually obtain. So let's buy that with 1,000 credits remaining. Here we go. The Arctic rod obtained. And now that we're at the Grand Reef, I'm going to turn down my graphics a little bit because I don't want to lag out. Anyways, I'm probably going to fish for the next hour to see how much cash I can get. Alright guys, so I've been fishing for around half an hour, and as you guys can see, I am level 42, and my inventory is looking pretty decent. Come on. Okay, 244,000. I am happy with that. But unfortunately, that is still not enough to actually buy the Rod of the Depth. So I was actually planning on going and unlocking the Ancient Archives right now, because obviously this is a crafting challenge. But unfortunately, a Solar Eclipse Totem does actually cost 150,000 credits. And the chance for it to spawn in naturally is like way too low. It's like 10% on a new day. And obviously I don't want to be spending my money on Sundial Totems. So I'm just going to switch up my plan a little bit. And instead I'm just going to keep grinding to 750k cash. So that will probably take another 3 hours, I'm predicting, just based off of what we got before. Because I'm getting a little bit bored, I'm just going to collect some of the materials that we're going to use later on to enter the Ancient Archives. So I'm just going to buy a better boat real quick. We're just going to upgrade to this speedboat. It is way better than having to deal with a rowboat. And conveniently, we just got a meteor at the Ancient Isles. And that's actually pretty good because we just got a free ruby, which can be used for crafting. So that's kind of insane luck, I can't even lie. Anyways, I'm just going to start by collecting some of the fragments that I need to unlock the door into the Ancient Archive. Alright, that took way too long, but as you can see down here in my inventory, I just got the ancient fragment. I don't even know how many tries that took, but I think it was like 100 to 150, which is insane. Anyways, now let's get the easiest fragment, which is the deep sea fragment, and that's just down here, and all we have to do is just pick it up. And then the third one, which is the earth fragment, is just located in this little cave at the bottom of Ancient Isles. Alright, we now have 3 out of the 4 required fragments, so that's pretty good going. Anyway, so let's just get back to grinding, because for some reason we have 34x server luck. So yeah, let's just take advantage of that real quick. Alright, so it's been a while. I did end up getting a bunch of stuff, and now I'm gonna go and unlock the Ancient Archives, finally. And before we do that, I'm just gonna quickly sell my inventory here, and 192k, that is pretty good. And to unlock the Ancient Archives, you do need 4 people, so I'm going to be going on 3 alt accounts, and I'll also have my friend here to go on 1 because I don't have that many devices. Alright, so I have my 3 alt accounts here, and I'm going to give each one of these a fragment. So let's give this one the Ancient Fragment, then the Deep Sea one to this alt account, and then the Earth Fragment to this alt account. Alright, we have all of the fragments here, and we need one more, which is going to be the fragment that I get on this account. Alright guys, we are all in the boat. This looks kind of funny, not going to lie, but we're going over to Ancient Isles now. I don't know why this makes me laugh, but just look at it, bro. So what I'm going to have to do is go and get the totem of the eclipse, and then I have to spin that, get the eclipse totem, then quickly go down to the archives, and the cave should be like down here. Alrighty, cool. Alright, let's purchase the Eclipse Totem for 250k credits. Oh, that's so expensive. It's fine. We need it, so it's just what we have to do, I guess. Alright, let's head up this mountain, and up here should be where the Eclipse Totem will spawn. And 3, 2, 1, let's spin the Eclipse Totem. Alright, here it is. Solar Fragment, Earth Fragment here. And then on this account. And now the final one. We gotta go over here with the Solar Fragment. So that should unlock it. Oh! That was very loud. Okay. Well, thanks to all my alt accounts and Creamify, we have now unlocked the ancient archives. So that now means that we can craft rods. And as you guys can see, we have 3 options of crafting, but the other ones are actually blanked out. And the reason for this is because you have to be a certain level to craft certain rods. So this one here is at level 40, and then this one here is at level 50. And you'll notice I am level 50. So the crafting isn't necessarily the hardest part, although it is pretty difficult to collect these resources. We also have to level up at the same time, which makes this challenge double as hard. This next part is literally so cringe because I thought that you had to buy the mythical rod to get mythical driftwood, even though you can just appraise it. So I did end up wasting a lot of money in this next part of the video. But yeah, massive mistake in doing that because I didn't even end up using it properly. Okay, we just found a mythical rod. Let's go and purchase that. Hopefully that wasn't a waste of money, but yeah, I'm just gonna buy it regardless. Alright guys, I'm back here, and as you can see, I have successfully appraised 2 mythic driftwood. That took way longer than I would have liked it to. As you can see, we are now at 1 day, 19 hours, and 12 minutes remaining of this challenge. I don't really know what the point of getting that mythical driftwood was, but it's fine, I guess. I'm just going to start grinding some levels because we do need to unlock some of these recipes. Alright guys, so it's been around 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. But I have been fishing for so long, it's been so boring to be honest. And I'm hoping when I sell my stuff, I do get a good amount of money. Just make sure our driftwood is favorited. Okay, good. And we got 338k. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting a little bit more to be honest. I think the worst sell in this challenge was probably buying the mythical rod, because I thought you actually needed it to get the mythical driftwood, but it's actually like the worst way of doing it. The better way of doing it is just appraising. That kind of sold like 100k cash, which is kind of annoying. Anyway, based off of that, I'm probably going to try and buy the Rod of the Depths, because at the moment I only have 387k cash. So I'm just going to head back to the Grand Reef, which is on the whole other side of the map, and grind another 362,426 cash. So that's basically double what I have now. Once I get there, I'm going to start grinding and I'll update you guys once I'm finished. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm back here on level 103, and this took so long, but yeah, I did manage to get some decent things. Let's look at the Grand Reef Guardians, about the same as before. Anyways, let's sell my inventory. Hopefully we get a good amount of money. Come on, bro. Okay, perfect. 386k. You can now unlock the Rod of the Depths from the depths. That is a W at level 103. That is pretty good. Normally I would be able to get that a little bit faster, but this time I did actually unlock the ancient archives early and get a couple of the crafting materials, so that did take up a little bit of our time. Anyways, the next thing I actually have to do is appraise this enchant relic until I get something good, but I cannot go under 750k cash. Otherwise, if I do, then I won't be able to buy the rod. So let's just keep trying to praise this, and hopefully I get an abyssal and a hexed enchant relic. That took way longer than I would have liked it to, but we did just get 2 relics that we need to unlock the Rod of the Depths. But that's not all we need to do. We're actually also going to have to complete the full bestiary of Vertigo, which, if you didn't know, that's the entry room before you actually get into the depths. And if I don't complete that, unfortunately, I will not be able to buy the rod. So of course, let's spawn in our boat and try and find an entry. Also, I'm going to need some diving gear because there is a maze to actually unlock the depths rod. And we have exactly enough for this, so let's buy it. And finally, we found one of these portals. So let's go inside of it. Anyways, we just got to complete the full bestiary of this area as well. And I might as well just do the crab cages at the same time. Okay, that should be more than enough. Hopefully we get some good stuff from it. Alright guys, I just caught the rubber ducky. Okay, nice. Wait, I'm actually getting through this so fast, bro. I just realized that I've been fishing for 10 minutes down here for no reason, because the axonauts fish is actually caught at the top of the mysterious whirlpools or whatever they're called. So I kind of wasted my time there, but that's alright. I did end up getting it. Anyways, let's pull out our depths key that we just got. And we have to offer it here to the keeper. And it's going to start shaking my screen very violently in 3, 2, 1. Yep. And we have just made it fully into the depths, and we have just discovered the new location. And surprisingly, the depths is actually a really good place for fishing and making money, but that is not what we're here for today. We are here to unlock the Rod of the Depths. So the first enchant relic we have to enter is going to be up this waterfall, and around here is where we will put the hexed enchant relic. And then over here is where we will put the abyssal enchant relic. And just like that, we have opened the area. And I have no memory of the maze, so I guess I'm just going to have to figure it out. I'm probably going to die a couple times, but let's head in. Oh my gosh, bro, that was so intense. Alright, we can actually buy it now, finally. The Rod of the Depths for 750,000 cash. This thing is actually such a beautiful rod. Let's buy it. Alright, let's go. You have unlocked the Rod of the Depths. Let's go into our equipment bag and equip it. This is such a cool rod, and it's giving me an ad. I do not want to buy that. And that's only the first stage of this video. Remember, the goal of this video is to craft every single rod in the game. And of course, these recipes are unlocked by reaching certain levels. And that's why I did need to get a semi-decent rod in order to level up as fast as possible. So what I'm going to do is sell everything that I have in my inventory and try and enchant this with Clever, because I want to gain as many levels as possible. And while I'm doing it, I'm also going to take a couple breaks to go and collect some crafting materials so that I can craft all of the different rods that I unlock as my levels go up. And you guys probably already know I am going to try and get as much XP as possible, so of course I will need to get the 2x XP game pass, otherwise it's literally not going to be possible. So that is why I'm on my main account here. So what I'm going to have to do is just gift my alt here for 199 Robux the double XP game pass. I just sent the gift, so this account should now get 2x XP. And if you guys didn't know, basically if you don't have this game pass, like, you basically can't level up. Like, it'll literally take you so long. So yeah, that's why I had to do that. Alright guys, now that we are back on our alt account, let's sell everything in our inventory, because I actually do want to go and get Clever on the Rod of the Depths. Anyways, let's sell everything in my inventory. Probably not going to get much here. Yep, only 14k. So I'm probably just going to head over to the Grand Reef and do like 20 minutes tops of grinding. That should give us enough money to purchase a decent amount of enchant relics. Alright guys, I'm back, and it's been around half an hour, and I did end up switching over from the Grand Reef to the Atlantean Storm here because the XP is a little bit better. And despite the Void Anglers being harder to catch, they are still well worth it, and I did end up getting a decent amount of them. And hopefully that amount is enough to get a good stack of enchant relics, which will hopefully get me the Clever enchant. Alright, let's sell my inventory and hopefully I get a good amount of money, please. Okay, 124k. That is more than I was expecting, to be honest. Alright, so we have just ran out of money, but we do have 15 enchant relics, so let's go use them. Alright, let's actually go. With one enchant relic remaining, we managed to get the Clever enchant. I am not complaining. That was pretty good. I was honestly expecting that I'd have to go buy more enchant relics, but that's insanely lucky that we did end up getting it. Anyways, let's head back up to the surface. And now that we got the maximum amount of XP opportunity available, I'm going to head back to the Atlantean Storm and grind to level 200. And then after that, I'm going to start crafting my first set of rods. And what is my boat doing? Okay, that was weird. Let's head back to the Grand Reef. Alright, it's time to start the grind to level 400. Alright guys, I'm back, and I'm not quite level 400 yet, but I am starting to lag quite a bit, as you can see up here. So I think now is the time that I go and sell everything, and this is what 10 hours of fishing gets you. It is a lot, I know. So let's sell our inventory and hopefully we get a good amount of money. And we just got 1 million, I think. Yeah, 1 million. It didn't really show up here because I was lagging so much. Never mind, it hasn't sold my whole inventory. Okay, let's sell again. Okay, we got another million. And there's still a little bit left in my inventory. Okay, we got 800k. I am not complaining. 2.9 million. All right, so first things first, let's buy a better boat because I'm not putting up with that slow thing. Let's go with the jet ski because that is the best cash boat in the game. All right, first things first, let's head to Ancient Isles, and I'm actually going to be crafting the first rod of this video. All right, so we can either craft the precision rod or the wisdom rod. The precision rod is the lowest level one, but I think it is the best, and that requires 1 amethyst, 2 mythical driftwood, and 1 magic thread. So let's unfavorite the amethyst and unfavorite the mythical driftwood, and now we should have all of the crafting materials here. So let's craft our first rod of the video. You have unlocked the precision rod, and here it is on the crafting table. It just disappeared, but it should be in our inventory right here. And let's just see what type of fish we catch from this one. And the lure speed is so bad. What is this? Yeah, not a great rod. Anyways, now that we've done that, let's head out of the Ancient Isles and over to the Roslet Volcano. We're going to find the meteor totem, which actually spawns in a meteor. And inside that meteor will be crafting materials, which we can use to make rods. So I'm literally going to buy so many of them. Yes, I bought 2 million of them, and that's because I literally need it so badly. So we have 38 meteor totems. And these are going to come in really handy because about half the materials that I need to craft rods comes from these. You guys are probably screaming right now because I could have bought the heavens rod or something, but fortunately I have the rod of the depths, and I think for now that should be fine. Alright, we're here at Ancient Isles where the meteor will spawn. I'm not going to stand directly where it is because I think it does kill you. That is cold. Alright, let's see what we got. That looks like an amethyst, to be honest. Yep. Alright, not complaining. I do have another amethyst, but it's pretty good for crafting. I wonder if I can spawn another one. Okay, a meteor is already active. So I'm just going to keep hopping servers and spawning a bunch of these meteors in. Alright guys, and that is the last meteor totem that we have in our inventory. So let's see what we got. And it looks like a ruby, so let's collect that. And this is everything that we ended up getting from all of our totems here. And that is a pretty good collection. Alright guys, I'm back, and it's been like an hour of getting some of the driftwoods that I need for crafting. It is actually so annoying to get. You have to use like crab cages, so much appraising, different baits and everything. It's just such a pain. But I think I have a good amount of crafting materials, so I should be able to get a few rods. And I just realized you need 3 frozen driftwood. No way, bro. It's okay though, let's just craft the resourceful rod instead. And there we have it. It looks like a bamboo type thing. The stats are really not that great, to be honest, and it's worse than the precision rod somehow, so that's great. And obviously I'm not actually crafting these rods to use them. I have to craft these rods no matter what, because obviously this challenge is crafting every single rod, and obviously that means I have to craft every single rod. Okay, so currently I have two rods crafted, and the seasons rod requires 1 more frozen driftwood, so I'm gonna have to go get that. And the riptide rod, I need 3 Atlantean driftwood. So in total, I need another 2 mythical driftwood, 1 more frozen driftwood, and 2 more Atlantean driftwood. And then the rest, I just have to level up in order to get. So it shouldn't be too hard, but I'm just gonna leave and head back to the Grand Reef and just try an AFK grind to like level 500 or something. Alright guys, so since I just hit level 500, that means that I've unlocked the no life rod here. So let's equip that. This thing is absolutely insane, bro. Look at this. This is such a W rod, I can't lie. Alright guys, I'm gonna do another little bit of grinding and I'll see what level I get to. Alright guys, I'm back and I've gained around 84 levels. But unfortunately, I'm lagging a little bit too much, so I'm just going to reset and head back to Moosewood. Alright, it is time to sell my inventory. I'm probably going to get multiple millions off of this. And just like that, we have gained 6 million cash. That took so long. I mean, that's probably a valid price for the amount of time that this has taken. We've got about 16 hours remaining, and that means in that 16 hours, I have to gain 150 levels and craft the rest of the remaining rods. Oh yeah, I actually forgot before to put an enchant on my no left rod, so I'm just going to do that now before I forget again. Luckily, when fishing, you do actually gain enchant relics, so I don't actually have to buy any. We got a couple good ones here, including 6 of these exhaled relics, so I'm going to just use one right now, see what I get. Okay, that is not very good. I'm just going to leave my exhaled relics for the moment, because I'm probably just going to try and get clever again. Alright, that did not take very long. That was like the 3rd try. Okay, that works. Now let's just go back to Ancient Isles to see what other crafting materials I'm going to need to get the rest of the rods. And I believe now that we are nearly level 600, we should have unlocked a few new recipes. So now in our crafting table, we have the Voyager Rod, the Lost Rod, and the Celestial Rod to actually be able to craft. Okay, so let's make a quick list of everything that I need to go and get. So the first thing is 2 mythical driftwoods. The next thing is 3 frozen driftwoods. And then we're also going to need 3 Atlantean driftwoods. For the Voyager Rod, I'll need 2 more void woods. For the Lost Rod, I already have the lapis, but I don't have the ancient wood. And then for the Celestial Rod, I'll need 2 more moonstone. And that should be the list of everything that I need to craft all of these rods, I think. Okay, first things first, I'm going to do the easiest one, which is going to be the void wood. Alright, so we just got the void wood, but I was actually wrong about the bait. The best bait for it is actually weird algae. So anyway, let's just get 1 more of those. And there we go, we just got the 2nd void wood. Alright, we can now remove the 2 void wood off of our list. Alright, the next one we're going to go for is the ancient wood. Alright, that took way too long, but we just managed to get 3 of the ancient woods. So let's take that off our list. Alright, we have now fished up all of the wood that we can get. So next, we must do the appraising section. Alright, that should be way more than enough to get a decent amount of driftwood to appraise. So I just went on my main account and gifted this account Appraiser's Luck, because this is going to take way too long if I don't actually have that game pass. So yeah, let's keep appraising. Alright guys, I did manage to get 3 of the frozen driftwood, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get any of the mythic driftwood, which is kind of annoying, but I think we should be able to go and craft some rods. Not all of them of course, but a decent amount. Okay, so as you guys can see down here, I have 3 ancient wood, but apparently down here, it doesn't actually count if it's got hexed on it, which is so annoying. That means I have to go and appraise them back to normal ancient wood. So let me just reset real quick so that I can quickly appraise those back to normal. Alright, so I just finished appraising everything back to its normal state, so we should be good to go. I actually saw before that there was some sunken treasure here at Roselet Bay, so let's just look for that real quick. Okay, here it is. Okay, didn't get much from that, but that's alright. Alright, and just like that, we can craft the Voyager Rod, which is actually an insanely good rod. And there we go, on the crafting table there, we have it. Now, if you guys didn't actually know, this rod has a really cool effect. So let's just test that out real quick. And this ability kind of reminds me of the Seraphic Rod, I can't lie. This rod's probably up there with the top 5 best VFX rods. So yeah, I like this one a lot. And for the Celestial Rod, we have everything but 2 moonstones, which are actually so annoying to get, because obviously you do need the meteor totem, and that costs a lot of money, but we'll go and do that in a minute. And as well as that, let's also craft the Lost Rod. And there it is on the table. This is a really clean rod, I can't lie. This rod's kind of like an Elder Tree theme. There's not much special about this rod, but it's got kind of a cool design. And these are the stats here, so it's pretty decent. We can also craft the Seasons Rod here. We have 2 opals, 3 frozen driftwood, and of course the magic thread. All these crafting rods are actually so unique. It's like an elemental type thing. We have icicles, like leaves, wind, fire even, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff going on there. Like a sun, I think that is. And the stats on this aren't too good, but considering that it is a low tier rod, it is kind of acceptable. We just got a mythic and the resilience is not great. But we got an albino... Oh, yeah, I'm not going to try to say that. So far, we're missing the Wisdom Rod, the Riptide Rod, and the Celestial Rod. And for that, we're going to need 3 Atlantean Driftwood, 2 Moonstones, and 2 Mythical Driftwood. Alright guys, I've literally spent so long trying to get these Mythic Driftwoods, but I'm just not getting them. Like, what is this, bro? Everything and anything but the mythic driftwood. I'm literally so bored of this. I'm just gonna go grind XP now. So I guess I'm just gonna do some XP grinding, and I'll see you guys once I'm close to level 750. Alright guys, I'm back on 6 hours and 22 minutes remaining, and we are at level 741. But just look at my FPS, this is actually unplayable, so I'm just gonna go quickly sell everything, and then we'll do the last 9 levels together. Alright then, let's just sell everything. Okay, finally we got rid of everything, and we just gained another 5 million, so that's just a little bit less than what we were gaining last time. And now that we are on some decent FPS, we can turn our graphics up. Anyways guys, we're back here at the Atlantean Storm, and we're going to do our last 9 levels to reach level 750. And just like that, we have unlocked level 750 and unlocked the Rod of the Forgotten Fang recipe. With almost exactly 5 hours remaining, we've unlocked every single recipe. But just because we've unlocked the recipes doesn't mean that we can craft them yet. We still have to get the rest of the materials to unlock everything. So for the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, we're going to need 2 Meg's Fang and 2 Meg's Spine. For the Rod of the Eternal King, we're going to need 2 Golden Sea Pearl and 3 Inferno Wood. For the Celestial Rod, we'll need 2 Moonstone. For the Riptide Rod, we're going to need 3 Atlantean Driftwood. And finally, for the Wisdom Rod, we're going to need 2 Mythical Driftwood. That is a lot of materials, and I only have around 5 hours to collect all of them. So, let's get started. Now, the first thing that I'm going to try and get is the Moonstones, and if you didn't know, that is from the meteors at Ancient Isles. So I'm just going to quickly go buy some more of those totems, which are located at the Roslet Bay volcano. So let's buy 20 of these for 1.5 million cash. And I'm probably just going to do another 20 just because why not. Now let's just set our spawn over here at Ancient Isles, just so that we can get to the meteor a little faster. Alright guys, the final ingredients that we actually need is 2 of the Meg's Spine and 2 of the Meg's Fang. And at Ancient Isles is the place where we catch those. So, let's start fishing and hopefully we can get 2 of the Meg's Spine and 2 of the Meg's Fang. Alright guys, I'm back and I've caught 2 Meg's Spine and 2 Meg's Fang, and that means that I now have all of the required crafting materials to have every single craftable rod inside of the game. So let's just head down to the crafting room for one last time, and hopefully I've counted everything right, because that would be extremely awkward if I had to go get more crafting supplies. Alright, let's open the crafting table. Let's start from the top lowest rarity to the bottom, which is the highest rarity. So first of all, we have the Wisdom Rod, so let's craft that for 1 ruby, 2 mythical driftwood, and 1 magic thread. And here it is, it's kind of like a magical staff. And then secondly, we have the Riptide Rod for 3 rubies, 3 Atlantean driftwood, and 1 magic thread. And here it is on the crafting table. We've got like a watery ocean theme here. and overall a pretty average rod, but I'm not quite sure what this ability down here does, so if you guys know what it does, make sure to let me know in the comments below. And now we're getting into the rare ones. We have the Celestial Rod for 3 Moonstone, 3 Moonwood, and 1 Ancient Thread. So let's craft it. And here it is on the crafting table. That is actually a pretty cool rod. I really like the design of this one. It's got like a sun thing here, like a little orb on the back, but really nothing too special. But what is special is the Rod of the Eternal King, which is the second best craftable rod in the game. And look at these stats. That is insane. I can't lie, 160% luck is pretty good. And this one is by far the hardest one to get. 2 golden sea pearls, 3 inferno wood, and 1 lunar thread. And let's craft it. Here it is on the crafting table. What an insane rod. Look at this thing. It's got particles everywhere. It has a crown. It's got like mystical spells going across it. Let's try it out real quick. Just look at that effect. What an amazing rod. Let's see what this rod does. A greedy... I don't even know. But I'm pretty sure greedy is the mutation that this rod gets. So yeah, if we read through that, it says something about greedy and like 15% chance. This is low-key one of the most satisfying rods in the game, just purely based off of the effects, so such a fun rod to use. And finally, it is now time to move on to the rarest craftable rod in the entire game, the Rod of the Forgotten Fang. After 3 perfect catches, a special meg will jump out of the depths with a higher tier fish, which will boost the size of the fish by 15 to 20%. And these stats are absolutely insane. For 2 megs fang, 2 meg spine, and 1 lunar thread, we can craft the Rod of the Forgotten Fang. So in 3, 2, 1. Here we have it. What an insane rod. A rod only obtainable by reaching level 750. And how good is this rod? Just look at the effects. It's got lightning, it's got spells. The curve on this rod is actually so clean. For level 750, this certainly does not fail to impress. So let's test this rod out for the first time. And it insta-catches. That is really cool. So let's get a few perfect catches and hopefully we'll be able to witness the Megalodon come out of the depths and give us a bigger fish. That is pretty cool. You can't even lie. That is insane. I didn't really get to see the effect in full, so let's go out to a bigger area and check it out. So now that we are here in the open, let's take a better look at this Meg effect. Yo, that is so cool, bro. There's just something so cool about seeing a massive meg just jump out of the ocean and give you a fish. And with 1 hour remaining, we now have the Precision Rod, the Wisdom Rod, the Resourceful Rod, the Seasons Rod, the Riptide Rod, the Voyager Rod, the Lost Rod, the Celestial Rod, the Rod of the Eternal King, and the Rod of the Forgotten Fang, all unlocked. And as you can see here, we have all of them inside of my inventory. So yeah, GG's, we successfully completed the challenge of getting every single craftable rod in under 24 hours. Anyways guys, if you did end up enjoying today's video, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what your favorite part of this video was. Also, don't forget to join my Discord server, which is linked in the description below. And we do a lot of insane giveaways there, so if you want to enter those, make sure to join up. And I'll see you guys in the next video.